Have you ever been in this situation?
If this has happened to you, we've got just a solution.
Big Bill Company will send you on a journey through time and space to the second New Deal, a time of greatness.
For simply 666 easy payments of $420, we'll make sure to change your grade from a 17.38%
to an
over 9,000%.
So buckle your seatbelts.
And don't forget to keep your hands and legs under your desk at all times.
Now, join us on this exclusive journey to the second term of a paralyzed president. That's funny, right?
Now we're at... Hey, wait, why is it so dark in here? Who turned the lights off? Oh, wait, only like 1 in 10 farmers had electricity in the 1930s. Now let's watch the farmer in his natural habitat.
Oh, gosh darn it. Where'd that darn fangled thing go?
Have no fear, electricity is here.
Who's there? What is this electricity?
I was sent here by FDR to spread electricity to rural areas.
But what does it do?
Just look over there at my associate Bob.
Aye, Captain.
Wizardy, I am religious man. What is this, some kind of satanic summoning?
No, it's simply the power of electricity. You can use it to light and heat your house.
Oh, that sounds very nice. Very nice. What else does it do, Mr. REA man?
Well, with electricity, you don't need candles anymore. Give me that.
No, my candle!
You can also use electricity to power telephones, radios, and washing machines, and other household appliances.
But then what do I need my wife for?
Well, that's your business, Mr. Farmer.
Can I use her to pay for this electricity?
I'm sorry, but I don't think that's valid payment.
Are you calling my wife not valid?
Oh no!
See that? After the FDR administration established the Rural Electrification Administration, the agency began allocating government funds to companies to establish electricity in the far-off farmlands of the South. Now, let's leave this place before things get any more dramatic.
Now it's time to look at some of the agencies that were designed to help the poor and jobless during the President's Second New Deal. First stop, the WPA.
Don't you mean the PWA? I thought you guys were supposed to be smart. Even I know more than you.
Before you try to act smart, you should at least know what you're saying. The PWA was part of the first New Deal and was mainly for creating jobs through large-scale projects such as bridges, hospitals, education buildings, courthouses, city halls, and sewage disposal plants. On the other hand, the WPA was for...
We've landed. 1938, the peak of the WPA.
Well, why don't you come outside and see for yourself? The PWA created jobs for the poor by creating many large projects. Some of these were buildings and bridges, like the Triborough Bridge.
In 1936, workmen hurried to complete the new Triborough Bridge by a July 11th deadline. They poured concrete into the anchorages and viaduct piers. Triborough's chairman, Robert Moses, called this project more than a mere bridge. It will be, he said, an immense artery of travel in the very heart of the city, connecting 3 of the 5 boroughs and reaching out to tap suburban arteries at the city's border. The enterprise included not only the main suspension span across the East River, although this was its most conspicuous feature. It also included 14 miles of highway approaches and 16 other bridges and grade separations. Steel workers in those days did not wear tin hats, but they had stout hearts and steady nerves. The engineers and workmen met the schedule. On July 11, 1936, the new Triborough Bridge opened officially to the public, and the Triborough Authority began its unparalleled record of progress in arteries, crossings, parks, and other improvements for New York City. A large crowd gathered that hot July day at the newly built Municipal Stadium on Randall's Island, where President Franklin Delano Roosevelt made the formal dedication. And thousands upon thousands of people crossed the Triborough Bridge for the first time. Many of them walked across, for not as many people owned cars in those days.
Unlike the PWA, the WPA tended to stay more locally. They worked on renovations and parks. The ambitious federal writers' programs employed many writers such as...
Oh, hello there. I'm John Steinbeck. I was hired by the WPA to write, and I'm writing my new story, Of Mice and Men, about two friends, George and Lenny, who are in search of new job opportunities during the Great Depression. Right now, I'm working on the ending. Do you want to guess what happens?
George kills Lenny!
The federal music program sponsored orchestras and collected folk music.
Which reminds me, future Justice, can you pause the video? Oh, wait just a second. Come on, guys. So, tune in for a special performance.
And here we are at the famous Cascadian Hotel in Wenatchee, Washington, to witness the cause of the influential West Coast Hotel versus Parish court case. Let's go inside and see what we can find.
Welcome to the Cascadian Hotel.
Look, it's the one and only Elsie Parrish. Whoa, it looks like she's about to get into a fisticuff with her paymaster. I wonder why.
I've worked 48 hours in this godforsaken hotel. The minimum wage for women law states that I am entitled to $14.50. Does this look like $14.50 to you?
No, it doesn't. But, we, the West Coast Hotel Company, believe that that state law is completely and totally 110% unconstitutional. I mean, it clearly violates the, 14th Amendment. I mean, seriously, you're contractually obligated under us to work for us. Therefore, you should agree with the amount of pay that we're giving you. You can't do anything about it.
You know what? I'm taking this to court. You wait and see. I'll get all the money back that you gypped from me.
Like hell you will.
That was intense, wasn't it? That woman you just saw was Elsie Parrish, a chambermaid who worked for the West Coast Hotel Company in 1937. She found out that the company had been paying her less than minimum wage for all her work and decided to sue in court. Unfortunately for her, the state court ruled in favor of the company, but afterwards she appealed to the Washington Supreme Court and they ruled in favor of her. The company then appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court, where we're gonna take you right now. Ready to see who finally wins this one-on-one court cage match? Find out on the next episode of Supreme Court Z Kai. Welcome to the Supreme Court case between West Coast Hotel and Parrish.
Yeah, come on, bring it up!
Okay, West Coast. I got a safe plan. Okay, we're gonna win this. We're gonna win this. Okay, and she's not gonna take any money.
Alright, that's enough. Time to begin the proceedings. Defendant and prosecution, please place your right hand on the Bible and swear the oath of truth. Thank you. Now, the prosecution is suing the defendant for the difference between how much she should have been paid under the minimum wage for women law and the amount the defendant actually paid her. Will the defendant please present their case?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. We at the company feel that this woman is falsely accusing us of not paying her this absurd minimum wage that the state has set. This law cannot possibly apply to us. It would violate the 14th Amendment, as it states right here. Since we are private employers, We have the right to pay our workers any amount that we want.
I call bull crap. This
Excuse me,
man is
let my
ignorant
time.
trash
Let him
can.
just do his
He's a
thing.
crack
Alright,
pot
stop
of
it.
ignorance.
You stop.
Order! Now, please sit down. Does the prosecution have anything they would like to say?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. What the hotel is saying is complete and utter cowpoo. Law should affect private companies as well as public ones. There's no reason that private companies should be exempt from paying equal wages to all their employees.
Thank you. Now please give myself and the other judges a moment to decide.
Okay, so we got this on pass. We're so gonna win this.
Their argument is gonna cause it collapse right
Yo, Parish! After this court case, you'll be a loser and you'll be out of a job.
Guess who's gonna get all your money?
As if.
Now, the judges have made their ruling. The judges vote in favor of Elsie Parrish.
Guess whose money I got?
Yes! Oh my god!
Now we are in Chicago, October 14th, 1936. Right now we are witnessing FDR give his iconic speech for his 1936 presidential campaign. Shh, quiet please, he's starting.
On this trip through the nation, I have talked to farmers, I have talked to miners, I have talked to industrial workers, and all that I have seen and heard. One fact has been clear as crystal, that they are part and parcel of a rounded whole, and that none of them can succeed in his chosen occupation if those in the other occupations fail in their prosperity. I have driven home that point. Tonight, in the center of business, I give you the same message to the businessmen of America, to choose who make and sell the processed goods the nation uses, and to the men and women who work for them. To that I say, do you have a deposit in the bank? Is it safer today than it has ever been in our history? It is guaranteed. Last October 1st marked the end of the first full year in 55 years without a single failure of the National Bank in the United States.
Wow, truly iconic. Some say that this speech alone won him the election. Here we have a newspaper from about 4 months in the future. Democrats Roosevelt beats Republicans Landon. Biggest electoral victory ever. Considering that FDR won 523 to 8 in the electorate, I would definitely call this a landslide. And since FDR got such overwhelming support in the first New Deal, there will definitely be a second. However, opposition still existed, sometimes in powerful ways. Now we have Alf Landon coming to give his presidential speech.
Hello, people of America. My name is Alf Landon. Now, some say I'm insane for trying to run against FDR, but I'm here to prove them wrong.
Boo! You suck! Get off stage! FDR is the best! You scrub!
Oh, my darn fangled podium!
I guess that basically sums up the great difference between these two presidential candidates.
Now, we are at the Capitol building in 1934. See that guy to the right? His name is John Collier, a leading Indian reformer. Let's hear what he has to say.
Hello, Congress.
Hello, John Collier.
Thank you for meeting me. So, I feel that Indians deserve more. We've humiliated them long enough by stamping out their culture and destroying their way of life. However, with the Indian Reorganization Act, which I've proposed, we can help revitalize their culture by helping fund them and giving them citizenship to become a proper minority. What do you think?
Give me a second. I need 2/3 of me to agree on this.
Huzzah!
Oh, Mr. Collier, Mr. Collier.
Oh, yes.
Do you have a quick minute?
Of course.
Of course. I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. So word has it that you're a leading supporter of Indian rights.
Well, yes, that is true. See, ever since 1887 on, I've always thought that the Indians have been treated very wrongly, especially because of the Dawes Severalty Act. See, almost my entire life, I've been a great supporter of Indian rights. And now, FDR has appointed me Commissioner of Indian Affairs, and I plan to do everything I can to help them out. Such as this new bill I proposed, and has recently been passed. As you saw, the Indian Reorganization Act.
Can you tell us a little bit more about this?
Well, of course. So, the act allots money and funds to different Native American tribes to buy back their land that they lost years ago. Also, it guarantees government recognition of old treaties that they've made with the US, and much, much more.
What are some other things you used your position to do?
Oh, well, with my position, I've given new jobs to thousands of Indians that were recently unemployed, using organizations such as the WPA, the PWA, and the CCC. Many recently unemployed Indians have been given new jobs. Also, I made the Indian Emergency Conservation Act, which made an organization to help out Indians in their native lands.
Well, thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Collier.
No problem, no problem. Okay, now it is August 23rd, 1934. As you can see, there are a bunch of people in front of us, such as Al Smith, a former Democratic candidate. Let's listen in closer.
Today is the start of a glorious organization. Let us bring down the New Deal. Let us lay anguish to the traitor of his class, Roosevelt.
Yay!
Yay!
Today shall mark the beginning of the American Liberty League.
Whoa!
As you can already tell, this is when the American Liberty League was formed. Well, formally at least. They supported business and said FDR didn't support the upper class enough and that he would put the US under a tyranny with his centralization. They tried to knock out FDR in the election of 1936 by supporting other candidates, but it obviously failed. However, because of this opposition and others, FDR decided to make a second New Deal, more focused on social welfare to answer his critics. And one could say he did a pretty good job with that. The journey to unemployment.
In my heart, at home, I was nothing but a simple farmer. A simple farmer out in the country life. Same routine, every day, nothing to change it. Business was great. Then the Depression hit. All of a sudden, it seems as if no one wants to buy anymore. All that everyone wants to do is take their money, keep it, hope that somehow this will fix it. So the government, being all high and mighty, they say, you know what? We're going to try to fix this. You know what? Sometimes just leaving things be is better. They create government agencies and acts and agencies and acts over and over and over, all in the hopes that one of them will be able to fix this problem. One of these was the AAA. They tried to pay me not to farm, supposedly drive up prices, improve the economy. You know what I say? No, that just doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. You can't tell me not to do something I enjoy. So you know what? Instead of letting my land rot away, I was faced with two choices. One, accept bankruptcy, sell my farm for the pennies for acres, or move out west and search for new opportunity. If I were to move out west, it wouldn't matter. There are too many damn dams. They controlled you. Didn't matter what you do. So you know what? I chose to choose. I chose to choose a path for myself. I decided to start my own business. I put on my hood. I took the high road. You know what? I didn't have enough money to make a business because they didn't give me enough. But anyway, I still decided to join a business. This business was my new passion. This business was something I could abide my time and hope for the depression to go away. All I could do was hope. But you know what? The government, being all high and mighty, was like, nope, can't have any of that. Ha ha! They're all like, hey, NRA, Blue Eagle, buy our stuff. So they come to inspect our business. You know what? Blue Eagle's just like, didn't fly with us. We weren't up to code. We were told not to buy at our place. Like, how is that supposed to help the economy? Not buying at our place. So you want to create a store, spend all this money making a store, and then nope, just tell people don't buy here, they're not Blue Eagle. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So they laid off workers in an attempt to raise wages, and that's where I am today. They don't pay me enough. I'm forced to live on the streets off the pennies that I can get. People walk by, they stare at me, and wonder, could this ever happen to me? Yes. Yes, it could. It could happen to any one of you at any time. Thank you. You thought that I was done, that my story ended there. But nope. Government, being all high and mighty, was like, hey, we're gonna try to fix this. Well, maybe the first 2 times you should just stay out, but nope, let's be stubborn. CCC. 3 C's, one of them probably standing for something that I don't care about right now. $1 a day is nothing to live on. $1 a day won't help anyone. $1 a day is not enough to keep a man and his family off the streets, living in a comfortable home, or anywhere for that matter. It's not enough for me to go back to my simple life as a farmer. Not enough to follow the path that I set for myself. So you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I'll move out west, just abide by the rules of the damn dams. Testimonials of a high school dropout.
Okay, first of all, I just want to thank FDR for everything he did to help out the people. During the Great Depression, everybody lose their job, the money, the house, all their friends. They lose everything, okay? And they even lose the food. They find it very hard to live and have a happy life, okay? But FDR, he helped out so many people in both the first New Deal and the second New Deal. He introduced so many acts like the AAA, the CCC, the FERA, which was also made by the Harry Hopkins. And this just helped out the so many people by raising the economy, introducing more money, and also the WPA and the PWA, which introduced more job opportunity for the people like me who dropped out of high school and cannot find a job, okay? I really think that FDR care about the people so much, and I just want to say thank you, okay?
Testimonial of an anonymous KKK member.
Now, recently I took a trip back to the second New Deal. Now, I was kind of disappointed that all black people weren't either lynched, murdered, or just the race completely annihilated. I saw blacks being saved, being given jobs. What is that? No, blacks are the inferior race. They should be stomped out and taken away from our society. Overall, The trip was fine, but that was the only thing that got me with a burning passion. I'd have to rate 2.5 Ks out of 3 Ks. Thank you.
Will the defendant please present his case?
Thank you, Your Honor. We... no, you looked the wrong way.
To witness the case of the influential West Coast Hotel versus Paris... Wait, what?
President's second New Deal. First stop, the WPA.
I am the true wizard of memes.